If you've been listening to my voiced out versions of my eZine for a while, you know I do this in one take, no editing, and if I fumble, I have to deal with it. So let's see how it goes for the November 26th issue. Not 26, November 25 issue. See, already. Here we go. Those of you who read my monthly eZine for a while now know that I usually depart for November and December from my normal format, and I do my November gratitude issue and my December holiday issue. So I will return to being a little more businessy come January, but welcome to the November 2025 issue, which I know came out about as late as possible. The other thing readers know about me is that this has been a tough year for me as I fly back and forth between my San Diego home and my parents' home, about 45 minutes north of Fort Lauderdale. In late July, my then 85-year-old dad had a serious stroke, a brain bleed, immediately after getting home from a bike ride, which was a few hours after swimming 18 laps, which was a few hours after playing tennis. Not your average 85-year-old. But in a matter of seconds, all of that power was taken from him as my mom dialed 911. My brother took the first flight in from New York, and he suggested that I come a few days later when he had to leave, since that would actually be more helpful to my mom, who can't drive at that point. So I remember getting very choked up talking to a friend the day before my flight and saying, I may never hear my father's voice again, other than the eerie feeling of hearing him sounding fit as a fiddle on the answering machine outgoing message. Dad's initial days started out as being bedridden, non-communicative, unable to make eye contact, and incapable of swallowing, but he was and is strong. Eye contact took a few days. Recognizing a word or two from him here and there, that took about a week. Swallowing came back after about 2 weeks, and after about 3 weeks, he could even remember his birthday and some family history. Month by month, I've watched him fight his way back from all of that to walking without a cane, to being able to use a fork again in his dominant left hand, and to eat fully normally again. It's amazing that his brain is healing. And on some levels, he knows this and he appreciates it, but communicating is still painfully hard for him. Finding a word, making his thoughts known, expressing care, concern, or interest, sharing his opinion, making his new and different sounding voice carry more than a few feet, getting us to understand what he just laughed at. Not only does he say, "What is that word for that thing?" a lot, but he'll call something a word that isn't even close, confusing everyone. Sometimes he has no idea that he did it, and other times he'll say, "Carburetor, not carburetor. Why did I call that food a carburetor?" It's just hard. It's getting better, but it's hard. Now, you might think the gratitude that I was about to express was for all the healing that he's accomplished since July. And I promise you that is the greatest gratitude of this difficult year, but it's not the one that I wanted to share with you today. I share this story because I want you and me both to take a moment to really appreciate a profound ability that we have to experience something, have a feeling about it, and then be able to put words to it and vocalize those words, all in under a second, effortlessly, to another person, to a small group, to thousands of people over various forms of social media, anything from "that tastes great" to "I'd like some water" to "there's a charge on my credit card that I don't understand" to "I love you." It may not be considered one of the five senses, but that simple power to convey clearly and convey a perspective to other people is what connects us. And to do it well and do it more deeply is even more profound. I love that on a regular basis, I get to help people do this more powerfully at meetings, at interviews, at events, even in conversations. But every person that I work with is fully capable of doing this before I ever meet them. They just don't know how yet. My dad was brilliant at conveying his thoughts, even if sometimes we wanted him to keep them to himself. The huge difference between my clients who grow so quickly and my father is I don't know quite how to help him because it's his brain, not his fear, not his ego, not his lack of experience, that keeps him from telling me something as simple as why he doesn't want Chinese food tonight. So the next time you hesitate before speaking, whether it's in a meeting or on a stage or just voicing an idea, remember and appreciate that at least you can. We can tell each other what scares us, excites us, touches us, and entertains us. What an incredible gift that separates us from all other living creatures. And I've never been more conscious since July of every time I can make someone laugh or give them a good feeling or yield a positive outcome from something I say, even if that's a painful hour on the phone for support from Verizon. At least we can do these things. So if you want to take it to the next level in excellence in speaking, I'll help you get there. But even if not, just know how much you've already got going on with you, with your simple humanity, a healthy mind, and your more than capable voice, a voice that holds the key to joining those around you that you choose to work with, learn with, and care about. Happy Thanksgiving.